Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learner Podcast. We're so happy you're here today. If you enjoy learning English with us, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more useful lessons and real-life conversations.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tom, and I'm excited to learn English with you today.
Today's topic is Talk About Your Childhood. This is a very interesting and useful topic because we often talk about our past, our memories, and our life experiences.
Yes, talking about your childhood helps you practice the past tense and describe your experiences, your feelings, and your daily life when you were young.
When we talk about childhood, we usually use the past simple tense. For example, you can say, I lived in a small town, or I went to school near my house.
You can also talk about your family. For example, I grew up with 2 brothers, or I lived with my parents and grandparents.
Another common topic is school. You can say, I liked my school, or my favorite subject was English.
You can also describe your teachers. For example, my teacher was very kind, or my teacher helped me a lot.
That's right. You can also talk about your classmates. For example, I had many friends, or I sat next to my best friend in class.
Or you can talk about your hobbies. For example, I played football every day, or I liked drawing and reading books.
You can also talk about games you played. For example, I played games outside, or I played with toys at home.
Let's try a simple example. I can say, when I was a child, I lived in a small city. I played outside with my friends every day.
That's a great example. I can say, when I was a child, I loved reading books and watching cartoons after school.
You can also describe your daily routine. For example, I woke up early, I had breakfast with my family, and I walked to school.
Yes, daily routine is a very good way to tell a story. You can say, after school, I did my homework and then played with my friends.
You can also talk about your feelings. For example, I was very happy, or I was a little shy when I was young.
You can also say, I was excited on my first day of school, or I was nervous when I spoke in class.
Time expressions are very important. You can use phrases like, when I was young, when I was a child, in the past, or a long time ago.
These expressions help your listener understand your story clearly. They show that you are talking about the past.
You can also talk about places. For example, I lived in the countryside, or I lived in a big city.
And you can describe your home. For example, my house was small but comfortable, or I shared a room with my brother.
You can even talk about food. For example, I liked eating noodles, or my favorite food was rice and chicken.
That's a good idea. Food is a fun topic. You can also say, my mother cooked for me every day, or I ate dinner with my family.
Another idea is to talk about special memories. For example, I visited my grandparents every weekend, or I went to the park with my family.
You can also talk about holidays. For example, I traveled with my family, or I stayed at home and watched TV.
Let's build a longer example together. I can say, when I was a child, I lived with my family in a small town. I went to school every day and played football with my friends after school.
And I can continue. On weekends, I visited my grandparents and spent time with my cousins. I was very happy and enjoyed my childhood.
See? When you add more details, your story becomes more interesting and complete.
Yes, you can start with simple sentences and then add more information step by step.
Don't worry if your sentences are not perfect. The goal is to speak and share your story.
Also, try to speak slowly and clearly. This helps people understand you better.
And remember, everyone has different childhood experiences. Your story is special, so don't be afraid to share it.
Practicing these simple sentences and ideas will help you talk about your childhood more confidently and naturally.
Yes, the more you practice, the easier it becomes to talk about your past in English.
Now let's talk about some real-life situations where you can talk about your childhood. For example, when you meet a new friend, they might ask, where did you grow up?
Then you can answer, I grew up in a small town, or I grew up in the city. You can also add details like, I grew up in a small town near the mountains.
If someone asks about your school life, you can say, I studied at a local school, or I had many friends at school.
You can also share fun memories. For example, I used to play games with my friends after school, or I often visited my grandparents on weekends.
And if you want to ask someone else about their childhood, you can say, what did you like to do when you were a child?
Or did you have a favorite game or hobby? These questions help start a natural conversation.
Let's try a short conversation. I'll ask, what was your favorite hobby when you were a child?
I can answer, my favorite hobby was drawing. I drew pictures every day after school.
Then I can say, that's nice. I liked playing football with my friends.
You can also talk about differences between childhood and now. For example, when I was a child, I didn't use a smartphone, or I spent more time playing outside.
Yes, you can compare things like technology, games, or school life. For example, we didn't have computers at school when I was young.
Another way is to talk about holidays. For example, during summer, I visited my grandparents, or we went to the beach every year.
You can also ask about someone's family. For example, did you have brothers or sisters? Or who did you live with when you were young?
And if you want to share a funny story, you can say, one day I tried to bake a cake, but it didn't work. Stories like this make your conversation more interesting.
You can also talk about your favorite childhood food. For example, I loved eating chocolate and cookies. Or my mother cooked my favorite dish every weekend.
Or you can describe special events. For example, I celebrated my birthday with a big party every year. Or I liked going to school events with my friends.
Another tip is to use time expressions. For example, when I was 5 years old, or at the weekend, or during summer holidays. These make your story clear.
You can also talk about games and outdoor activities. For example, I played hide and seek every day, or I rode my bicycle around the neighborhood.
And you can talk about favorite toys. For example, I loved my toy train, or I played with my dolls every day.
Talking about friends is important too. You can say, I had a best friend named Peter, or my friends and I often played football in the park.
You can also ask others about their childhood. For example, what was your favorite game when you were young? Or did you have a special toy?
Sharing small details makes the story more interesting. You can say, my house had a small garden where I played, or I lived near a river and I loved fishing.
Another tip is to talk about school activities. For example, I joined the school choir, or I played in the school football team.
You can also share your feelings. For example, I was very happy when I won a prize, or I was nervous on the first day of school.
Talking about challenges is good too. For example, I didn't like waking up early, or I found math difficult at first.
And you can always ask questions to continue the conversation, like, what about you? Or how was your school when you were young?
Practicing these questions and answers will help you have natural conversations about your childhood.
Yes, the more you practice, the easier it becomes to speak confidently and share your stories.
Remember, small details, stories, and feelings make your conversation lively and interesting.
And don't worry about mistakes. Sharing your experiences clearly is more important than perfect grammar.
The key is to speak often, ask questions, and describe your childhood in simple sentences.
Practicing short dialogues like these every day will make talking about your childhood much easier.
Now let's talk about how to practice English naturally when talking about your childhood. One of the best ways is to listen to English every day. You can listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, or even short stories where people talk about their past experiences.
Yes, listening helps you understand how people describe memories, use past tense, and tell their stories naturally.
Another way is to practice speaking out loud. You can pretend you are telling a friend about your childhood. For example, you can say, when I was a child, I loved reading books, or I played football with my friends every day.
You can also practice short conversations. Ask your friend, what did you like to do when you were a child? And answer their questions about your childhood.
Writing practice is very helpful too. You can write short paragraphs about your childhood, like your school, hobbies, or family. For example, when I was young, I visited my grandparents every weekend. I loved spending time with them.
Another strategy is thinking in English. Imagine a memory from your childhood and describe it in English in your mind. This will help you speak faster when you practice aloud.
You can also use your hobbies to practice English. For example, if you like reading, read stories about childhood. If you like music, find songs or podcasts where people talk about their memories.
Watching movies or TV shows is useful too. Focus on scenes where characters talk about their past or childhood. Listen to how they speak, then try repeating their sentences aloud.
And don't forget to practice polite questions and conversation phrases. For example, what did you like to do when you were young? Or did you have a favorite toy?
You can also create your own mini dialogues. Imagine a situation, like talking to a new friend. When I was a child, I lived near a river. I spent my afternoons playing there. Then your friend can answer, and you can continue the conversation.
Another great idea is recording yourself. Speak about your childhood, record it, and then listen. You will notice pronunciation mistakes or sentences you can improve.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. The important thing is to practice regularly and speak as much as possible.
Observing real conversations is very helpful too. When you hear someone talking about their childhood, notice the sentences, the words they use, and the way they describe feelings. Then practice saying similar sentences.
You can also practice describing different parts of your childhood. For example, talk about school life, your home, your family, your friends, or your hobbies. Divide it into small topics and practice each one.
Another tip is to practice using time expressions and past tense correctly. For example, when I was 5 years old, in the summer I used to, or one day I. These expressions make your story clear and natural. And don't forget to share feelings and experiences. For example, I was very happy, I was excited, or I was a little shy. Talking about feelings makes your story more interesting. You can even practice comparing the past and the present. For example, when I was a child, I didn't use a smartphone. Now I use one every day.
Yes, comparing helps you use English creatively and makes conversations longer and more natural.
You can also practice with a friend or family member. Ask each other about your childhood. Play small games like guess my favorite hobby as a child, or share funny stories.
Another tip is to use English in real life whenever possible. For example, tell a classmate or a friend a short story from your childhood in English. It doesn't have to be perfect, just clear.
And remember, even 5 or 10 minutes of practice every day helps a lot. The more you speak and listen, the easier it becomes.
Combining listening, speaking, reading, and writing is the fastest way to improve. When you use English for real situations, like telling childhood stories, your English becomes natural and confident.
Finally, don't forget to enjoy the process. Talking about your childhood is fun, and sharing your memories makes practice more interesting. Speak slowly, use polite phrases, and add details like places, friends, or hobbies.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more confident you become. Soon, speaking about your past will feel natural, and you'll be able to share long and interesting stories in English.
Remember, every small step counts. Speak, write, listen, and think in English every day. Soon, talking about your childhood will be easy and enjoyable.
Now let's wrap up our discussion about talking about your childhood. Remember, practicing past tense, using time expressions, and describing your experiences clearly will make your stories more interesting and easy to understand.
Yes, and don't forget to include feelings and small details. For example, I was very happy, I played football with my friends, or I loved visiting my grandparents. These make your conversation natural and personal.
Another tip is to practice every day, even just 5 or 10 minutes. You can speak to yourself, role play with a friend, or write short paragraphs about your childhood.
And remember, making mistakes is normal. Don't be afraid to speak. The more you practice, the more confident you will become.
Observing real conversations and listening to stories in English is very helpful. Try to notice the phrases people use, the words they choose, and how they describe events.
You can also practice asking questions. For example, what games did you play as a child? Or did you have a favorite hobby? Asking questions makes your conversations more natural.
Another useful strategy is to compare the past and present. For example, when I was a child, I didn't have a smartphone. Now I use one every day. Comparisons make your conversation more interesting.
Don't forget to use your hobbies to practice. Read stories, watch videos, or listen to podcasts where people share their childhood experiences. This helps you learn vocabulary and natural expressions.
You can also record yourself speaking. Talk about your childhood for a few minutes, then listen and check your pronunciation in sentences. It's a great way to improve quickly.
Practicing with friends or family is another fun way. You can role-play questions and answers about childhood, share funny stories, or even play guessing games like Guess My Favorite Childhood Hobby.
Remember, even short daily practice is effective. Speaking, listening, reading, and writing about your childhood regularly will help you become confident.
Sharing stories makes learning English enjoyable. Don't just memorize phrases. Try to use them naturally and add details like friends, hobbies, school, and family.
The key is consistency and confidence. Every time you practice, you improve a little. Soon, talking about your childhood will feel easy and natural.
Thank you so much for listening to the English Learner podcast today. We hope these tips help you speak about your childhood more confidently.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more lessons and real-life conversations. Keep practicing a little every day.
See you in the next episode, and happy practicing.
Bye, everyone. Keep sharing your stories, stay confident, and enjoy learning English every day.